Well, this deadly stabbing is certainly raising questions again about school safety. A federal report shows that violent acts are down when compared to a decade ago, but a security expert tells Fox 7 he is worried some schools may be letting down their guard. Fox 7 Austin's Rudy Koski joins us from the newsroom with that part of the story. Rudy.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, a lot of folks will remember that efforts to improve security at public schools in Texas increased after the mass shooting in Uvalde 2 years ago. But a report released from the Department of Education is a reminder that the incident in Manor is the kind of threat with the higher risk factor that folks have to deal with. Now, the report came out in July, just before the start of the new school year, and is focused on the 2022 school year. The data shows a decrease in criminal and safety incidents when compared to what took place 10 years ago. Nationwide, nearly 860,000 cases of violence were recorded, but a lower percentage of those cases involved a weapon. The state of Texas is requiring school districts now to have an armed security officer on campus during school hours. Some school districts are adding metal detectors and even high-tech scanners that can identify weapons. Security expert Randy Sutton spoke to Fox 7 about school safety plans and the response to the Manor stabbing.
Schools tend to be very reactive, which is not the right way to be. We need to learn from what's happening in other schools and at least put some modicum of security arrangements in place. Let me tell you, there's no panacea, right? There is no one aspect of security that is going to work 100% of the time. Even having law enforcement officers in schools, they can't be everywhere and they can't do everything. The reality is this: violence can take place anywhere, and you want to target harden as much as possible. Have metal detectors, have a system in place where kids know they're going to be held accountable for their actions. You know, many of these things that take place in schools, they could have been handled differently prior to the incident. You know, rarely do these things happen in a vacuum.
Now, in regards to accountability, DPS released new information this week from the iWatch Texas program. For the month of September 2024, the program recorded a total of 204 school safety-related reports. That's more than double from previous years. Some of the reports were false threats, which were traced and resulted in several arrests. Now back to you in the studio.